welcome to Innovate with Ife, where we talk about AI, leadership, impact, and businesses right here in the beautiful Caribbean. My name is Ife Badajo, and I'm your host this evening. I'm super excited to connect with you today. First of all, today is March 19th, so whenever you see this, it was filmed live on March 19th, and happy International Clients Day for all of you that have been so supportive and have walked with us, whether you are a partner, you shared something, a referral, you showed up and showed out. We appreciate you. We would not be here without you. Also, it is Momentum March. We're kicking off with this live podcast. I'm going to introduce my guest in a second, but I just want to get some of this out of the way. And this actually, Innovate with Ife, was birthed out of Innovate 2026, which happened last month during Caribbean Tech Week. We were so overwhelmed with the amount of positive feedback that we received on everything that's going on, and you asked for it, so we delivered. So Innovate with Ife continues the conversation about AI, about business, about leadership in our context, aka Paradise, aka the Caribbean, aka Islands. So without any further ado, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing to you an entrepreneur, a marketing strategist with over 20 years of experience, an AI advocate, and someone who is dedicated to helping organizations and entrepreneurs grow through strategic branding, communication, and digital innovation. She's the founder of Avant-Garde Communication as well as AI Next Trend. She's an international, and she is a Hey Gen. Now, if you know AI, you should have an idea of what Hey Gen is. I'll have her explain it in a second. But she is an ambassador for Hey Gen and an AI educator. She also serves as a business accelerator instructor, mentoring entrepreneurs on branding strategy and AI integration, and has served as the chair of the supervisory board for the Bureau for Intellectual Property in St. Martin. So she has a breadth of experience. One of the things that I personally like about her, and I will mention her name soon enough, but one of the things that I personally admire and appreciate from Glennis Vlon is her ability to be very practical and looking forward to getting results. So without any further ado, welcome Glennis to Innovate with Ife. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Ife. It's a pleasure. And I'm really excited to share my knowledge tonight, as well as, give the audience some very good tips and ideas and educate them on what entrepreneurship is all about.
Okay. You've been doing marketing and branding for over 20 years, and many people are now just hearing you in the AI space, right?
Yes, that's true.
So who is Glennis Vlon, and how did we end up in AI?
Okay. Well, my story started practically in 2017. And I have to go back from 2017. I have to go back to 1999, because in 1995 I started my own business. I had a business by the name of Glebo Marketing, and a couple months after, you know what happened in September of 1995. We had that massive hurricane by the name of Luis, and totally disrupt businesses on this island.
Absolutely.
And for me, I had to take a step back and decide if entrepreneurship was something that I wanted to, further exercise and go into at that time. And I made a conscious decision, after discussing with my husband, that no, we're gonna put entrepreneurship on hold, and I'm gonna go into corporate. So I went into corporate. But one of the things I did when I went into corporate, I told myself, I am not going to retire in corporate. I'm going to give myself 25 years of corporate. Let's go back to 2017. Mm-hmm. In 2017, I was marking 20 years, and I started to panic because I told myself, you gave yourself 25 years of corporate. You got 5 more years to get it together. You promised yourself that you were not going to retire in corporate, that you were going to go back into entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship has always been a passion of mine. And I started the journey of creating my entrepreneurship path. I created Avant-Garde Communication, and it was it didn't start on a fast, a fast path. Why? Because I was treating Avant-Garde Communication like a stepchild. Avant-Garde Communication was my 5 to 9, because I already had a 9 to 5. And one of the things I realized is that when I get home from, your corporate job, you are so exhausted, you're so tired, you've put so much energy and time, your brain is like, I just want to rest. And I saw a very slow pace of building Avant-Garde. So I made a conscious decision that I was going to go into registering Avant-Garde in the US, in New York, and that I was going to go into a program that the New York city had. It's called SBS.
Yes.
And I got certified by the SBS department as a small business. So my Avant-Garde is listed in the directory in New York. And being able to have Avant-Garde certified meant that procurements were pretty much presented to me easier than me having to do the whole sales and market myself, because I already had a corporate job, so I didn't have time for that. So most of the procurements would come via emails, and some of the procurements will be like, this school need a social media management, or we're doing a survey in the city park. Are you interested in it? So I took those type of projects on.
Nice.
And then, like I said, 5 more years. What am I going to do with my life? So one of the things I started to do was research on what else is out there for me, so when I'm done with my corporate job, that I can do. And I came across these 2 girls. One was Jasmine, and they were teaching this course on digital marketing. And I remember paying for the course. I think the course was $700. And then we were all put into this platform, this learning platform. And it was an eye-opener, because there were about 3,000 entrepreneurs in that school class learning about digital marketing.
And when you say school, you mean SKOOL,
yes,
right?
School,
the school
yes,
platform.
The school platform, yes.
Yes.
So that's how I started out. And it was going okay, because of course you have to put the work into it. And at that time, I was like, it's exhausted. I have to be doing social media. I have to be posting on social media, getting my message out, influencing people to come on the digital part, purchase what I was offering. It was exhausted. So in 2022, I were in on the school platform, and there was this guy there, and he was saying, oh, there's this new app that's out, and it can help you make, you just give it a command, and it will help you create your social media content, and it makes life easier. So I was like, okay, what is this thing he's talking about? And this was in October of 2022. And I, being my newsy self, reached out to him. I'm like, so what is this thing that you're talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's called ChatGPT. And I was like, ChatGPT? He's like, yeah, go ahead and download the icon and start playing with it. And it can help you with your, creating your content for your digital marketing. So, of course, I started. And I was so intrigued.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you, I was so greedy that I was like, I'm not telling anyone about this. I'm holding this to myself.
Yeah.
Eventually, I end up, discussing it with a few friends and also introducing it to one of my colleagues. But I don't think they understood what it was, so they didn't really play that their excitement was not there. They were like, oh, it can do this and it can do that.
Yeah.
But that was it pretty much. So to answer your question, entrepreneurship has always been in my blood. One thing I must say, getting into corporate has really, really, really prepared me for entrepreneurship.
Good.
Because a lot of the strategies, the resources that I learned in corporate prepare me for the entrepreneurship journey that I am on right now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So I actually got introduced to ChatGPT just when it became like really public. So that was November of 2022. Leslie Samuel, who's from St. Martin, introduced me to it then. And I had the opposite reaction. I'm like, everybody needs to know about ChatGPT. So for Islandpreneur in 2023, we made sure to have ChatGPT workshops embedded in the event.
Oh, that's nice.
And so we started out doing it that way.
That's very nice.
And then you know much of my story as well.
Yes,
So
yes,
now
I
we're
do.
here.
Yes.
So you've worked across the Caribbean and the U.S. What's the one thing Caribbean entrepreneurs consistently get wrong about their brand? Or even about sales? Because I know that you're also passionate about sales.
To be honest with you, clarity. Because a lot of entrepreneurs would think that having a good logo or colors or like a good objective or mission statement, but it's about clarity and about exactly what it is that you do. And one of the things I tell a lot of my students is that once you have a product that can help someone else, it becomes a need. And what I meant by that is, for example, if you are a photographer and I need picture taking, that's a need for me.
Yeah.
But you have to brand yourself as a photographer for me to know that you are a photographer.
Yeah.
A lot of Caribbean entrepreneurs are dabbling in a lot of business.
Yes.
That their core message is not clear. And that's what I
Yes.
meant by clarity.
Yes.
So if your message is that you are a massagist, a masseuse, then brand yourself like a masseuse. Instead of dabbling in a hairdresser, yes, it's good, but you should have one clear message.
That's so true. A friend of mine in the UK, Hattie, I always mess up her last name, but Hattie, you know I love you, girl. She is a global PR specialist, and she's based in the UK, and she always says this. She says, Ife, a confused mind does not buy.
And that is true.
So you're absolutely correct. We're so used to wearing 300 different hats.
Exactly.
That when it comes to our business, we don't know how to focus in and just...
But I must say, it's not bad. But each business should have its own message.
Yeah.
For example, I have 3 businesses, and I have 3 different tones with each business.
Yes.
But I am not going to confuse my customers, who are my AI customers, with my true natural product business.
Yes.
My voice concerning my AI is my voice.
Yes.
My voice concerning my true natural business is my voice. My voice concerning my avant communication, which is my marketing, my sales, is my voice. So you have to have clarity. Nothing is wrong with multitasking and having different businesses. The message should be very clear.
No, I appreciate that because with your AI, they're not looking for, you're not selling them your other businesses necessarily.
No.
You're focused on what is in the AI space when it comes to your AI business.
Exactly.
And then for your cosmetic company, that is something different.
Exactly.
So you're very clear so
Yes.
that they know what to go to for what.
Exactly.
Versus, okay, Ife does all of this, but I don't really know what it is that she does.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Yes. I've been there. So
and honestly, that is the problem that we have here in the Caribbean.
Yeah. So there's a moment of a moment for us, I would say for us, because I don't think that we fall in the most of us category. I think many people are still discovering AI. And that's not a bad thing. I shared with you the link for Caribbean AI Summit that took place the other day. Shout out to Stacey Hines, who did an amazing job with that. And there were some interesting statistics there. So, fun fact, seniors are adopting faster to AI than the youth.
I know.
They are adopting, and I see it too also in my own circles.
Yes.
But there's a moment where AI stopped being a buzzword and it's now becoming a real business tool. When was that moment for you? Because at the beginning, of course, everybody's excited and it's like, oh my God, I could do this and I could do that. But when did it click for you like, oh, wait a minute, I could really take off in AI with the tools?
The aha moment for me
was
when I realized that I can create a chat bot, because back then we did not have, AI was not as advanced as it is now. I've been in this space now, like say 3 years?
Yeah, me too.
Well, 3-4 years. And how it first started off is not what it is today. And the aha moment for me was when I realized that I can create a chat bot. I can put that chat bot on my website and program that chatbot to upsell. And let me tell you, I saw that chatbot. If someone would purchase something, that chatbot would be like, you know what? This scrub comes good with this body butter, and this spray goes good with this reed diffuser. It was upselling. That was my aha moment. And having that aha moment expanded my brain more, because I was like, what else can this thing do?
Yeah.
And that was the curiosity moment for me.
Yeah. I love it.
I don't know what yours was, but
that's a good question. Mine, I like tools. I love tools. I've always been a tool person. So in my own close circle, they call me the queen of tools, because I'm always thinking of what tool can I use. There must be something out there that's going to make my life easier, right? But I have to say, it was the moment where I sat down and I got more clarity.
okay.
And I was like, wait a minute. This AI one is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. So it's no longer a fad. It's no longer like, you remember that, oh gosh, what was the name of that social platform that was voice only? Do you remember that?
Not really.
There was a social platform that was voice only. You remember that? No? Okay, somebody in the chat if you know what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. And it was voice only, and so everybody was on it. Clubhouse.
Oh yeah, I remember Clubhouse. Yes.
Clubhouse. And it was this biggest thing. You have to be on Clubhouse. You get to hear everybody and you get to connect with everybody. And then it died out.
Yes.
And I noticed that with AI, it was not dying out. Like the numbers were just telling for me. So the moment for me was when I realized, one, it was not going anywhere, and two, that no matter how small you are, you could be
Yeah.
really big.
For me, honestly, and this is something like I always tell people, I knew it wasn't going anywhere because I've seen trends started. For example, when website was created, small businesses did not have the privilege
Yeah.
to have a website.
Yeah.
It was more the big businesses
Yeah.
because to create a website was what, 10,000,
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
thousands.
Yeah. Some people still charge that kind of money for a website.
And then I remembered digital marketing came in where you now can just go online, purchase a course, learn something. That's the digital era. Then I realized that the AI era is here, and what AI can do, I'm like, no, this is not website.
Yeah.
This is not digital era.
Yeah.
This is the future.
Yeah. And I heard someone say recently, because we're in the fourth industrial revolution, but AI is speeding us up into the fifth industrial revolution. And so, like I said, the minute that I realized this is not going anywhere, like the numbers were just telling, it took Netflix 8 years to get 100 million users. It took ChatGPT 2 months to get 100 million users. So those numbers don't lie.
And that's true.
And then all of a sudden I noticed every tool that I was using, there was a star next to it indicating that AI was now embedded into it. I'm
Yes,
like, okay,
yes,
wait a
yes,
minute.
yes.
Wait a minute. So I was exploring it before. And then when I noticed, okay, this is not going anywhere,
Yeah.
and I have the opportunity here, is when I just doubled down on
Yeah,
it.
but let me tell you my experience with that. In the beginning, your girl went crazy with all the tools.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
telling you. At one time, I'm like, my credit card was just like, I'm like, no, Gladys, no, nope, 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 nope. Something has to be done. Nope, this is crazy. I was paying for Gamma AI.
Yeah.
I was paying for Perplexity.
Yeah.
I was paying for Meeting AI. I was
Yes.
paying for 11 Labs.
Yes.
I was like
Yes.
close to 20 apps.
Oh,
Today, if I tell you I'm down to 5, I'm proud of myself because I
Yeah.
cancel a lot of them.
Yeah.
And the reason why I cancel a lot of them is because ChatGPT has gotten so good, and as well as Claude AI and all
Yes.
the other tools and platforms, and they have now embedded a lot of those platforms
That's right.
into their community.
yes.
So it makes it easier
Yes.
for us to,
Yes.
to use
Yes.
the different platforms for the different features
Yeah.
and stuff that we are interested in. So I no longer have to be paying 20 apps.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
I was going crazy too. I was trying everything, and then the things that I really, really liked, I started to pay for them. And I was up to about 15 to 20 as well. And that adds up at the end of
Yes,
the
it
day,
does.
because it's also a monthly subscription.
Yes.
But to your point, ChatGPT got really good and all of these tools are now maturing quickly,
Yes,
right?
and they're maturing quickly,
And
yes.
so ChatGPT got really good with different things. I'm down to about five-ish.
Yeah. I mean that's and I think that's very reasonable as well, Yeah.
And I think also because we're also hosting an AI bootcamp for solopreneurs, and that's one of the things that I want to really emphasize with them.
Yes.
That you don't need 20 tools. If you have 3 to 5 solid tools, you could get a
That is
lot done.
That is true.
And so you talked a little bit about your chatbot, but you went and just sped through that. I want you to slow it down for us, because some people are going like, Glennis made a chatbot.
Okay.
So
let me explain.
how does it run your operations, and just
Let me tell
walk
what
us
started.
through?
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me give you the story behind all of this.
Yes.
So like I started out telling you that in October, the end of October it was of 2022, I discovered ChatGPT. Then in 2023, it was just exploring and checking. And the other day, I even asked ChatGPT, how long have you and I have a relationship?
Yeah.
And it told me, Glennis, from the beginning, you were one of the first. And even I was like, wow, you know? And the whole of 2023 was just question, answering, asking it to write a lot of my my social media content. And I was not using it for research or anything. In 2024, I think it was February of 2024, I was in New York for a while. And like I said, I'm in a lot of these school groups. And in these school groups, you have a lot of nerds and engineers and coders. And oh my gosh, when I go in there, I'm so intimidated by them. Very passionate about the AI world. And one of them that I met up with said to me like this: right now, you have to try to position yourself in the AI industry. And to do that, to get more of the knowledge and understanding, take a course and be certified. So I did that. I took a course. I got my certification. As a matter of fact, I got 3 certifications in AI. And then, when I was done, I asked the person, you know, can you be my coach? I want to get into the AI industry. I want to make it a career. What do you recommend? And one of the things he told me is, right now, everyone is hungry for creating AI agents, chatbots, etc., etc. And I'm like, okay, but how do I get to make a chatbot? And he said, oh, it's very easy. He said, in our group, we have all the prompts. So come in, try to play around with it, create it, and if you see that it's something that you want to do, you can make it a career. So of course I did. I went in, I played around with the different tools based on the suggestions that they gave me.
Absolutely.
And then I realized that, no, I'm not selling this. I'm using this for myself. So of course,
you built your own.
I built my own, and I connected.
Nice. And so what does your chatbot do?
So my chatbot is placed on my website, and anytime someone comes on, it's said, hi, how can I help you? They will, whatever questions they have, they'll put it in, and the chatbot will answer them. For example, some people will be like, are you offering free shipping? And the chatbot will say, yes, we offer free shipping for anything over $50. Then, for example, the chatbots will, they will say, can you give me a description of what is in this product? The chatbot will say, sure. And it will list all the ingredients, all the products, all the...
So guys, I'm not sure if you're actually paying attention to what Glennis is just letting you know. You have the opportunity as a small business to have big business type of customer service at a fraction of the cost, because that's what that is, right? So, because your website is your storefront, so the chatbot becomes your customer service agent. Hi, welcome. Did you have any questions?
Yes.
Can I help you? Do you want to know more about this or that?
Yes.
And many of us are using those chatbots on other websites any which way, right? We see the little pop-up.
We see the,
that comes up in the corner,
right,
and ask you, okay, how are things going? Do you have any questions? That type of a thing. So I think it's really cool that you did that, and that you did that from scratch.
Yes, I did that. I'm telling you, I was so proud of myself. I did. I can, and not only that, that was not the only thing I made. At one time, I wanted to do research on like trending stuff, trending topics.
Yeah.
So I created this how do you say, this platform.
Yes.
And what the platform does, it's called Impulse. And what the no, yeah, it's called Impulse.
Yeah.
And what Impulse does is you can access anything on all the social media. So if you want, you can say in this industry, for example, you're in the industry of health and wellness. Tell me, what are the trending topics in health and wellness? Who is trending? What's new?
Nice.
And then it will go and search the web. Yeah, so I created that as well.
Nice.
And the good thing about that is it helps me also with my research for my projects and also for my content creating, for my, for my digital platforms and stuff. So that's something else that I did from scratch. Of course, I'm not going to take all the credit because those nerdy guys and that, I'm telling you, let me tell you, they are bad.
So I think it's also important to know that what Glennis is saying, and I just want to highlight this because I think oftentimes we try to do this alone versus create the community that can really help us to leverage what it is that's in front of us.
True. That is true.
And so what you did very smartly was, okay, let me start looking around the world to see who I can connect with that can help me really understand this space and can guide me into this thing. So in a very short period of time, you didn't have to experiment blindly. You had guidance to make sure that your experiments were successful. And so you have successful products, services, businesses that just came out of AI in under 2 years. I mean, that's quite impressive.
Very. And not only that too, I'm sure you're familiar with the platform called Lovable.
Yes.
And let me tell you,
we love Lovable.
Oh my goodness.
We are Lovable are good friends.
Oh my goodness, Lovable is.
In fact, my landing page for the AI bootcamp I did in Lovable.
Yes.
Like
Lovable.
I've done apps
on my landing page, my apps, and not only that, in my entrepreneur teaching, I also taught them how to use Lovable to create their own websites. And they were so excited.
It is impressive. And Lovable, to your point, a lot of these tools have grown and matured in a very short time.
Because when it first started out, man, Lovable was...
Lovable, I still loved Lovable when it first started out. My issue with Lovable was that it was a good demo, but it wouldn't go live.
Let me tell you.
And then to figure out to go live was a science project.
No. Sometimes Lovable was like, I'm stuck, try this, try that. And I'm like, no, I don't want to try this. I don't want to try that. And then I have to go back to ChatGPT and complain to ChatGPT about Lovable. And then ChatGPT is trying to, let me tell you, oh my goodness.
That's true. And so this afternoon, I went ahead, well, actually it was this morning. I went ahead and I finalized the landing page for the AI bootcamp that's coming up on March 29th. And so I said, okay, well, I wanted to go live and I already had a domain. And so it said, okay, well, you have to publish it first, right? And now it asked me what do I want in the beginning of it. So now aibootcamp.islandpreneur.co was hooked up immediately. I didn't have to go in the back office. I didn't have to go in Cloud-based. I didn't have to go back to Claude and be like, hey, Claude, what is going on here?
You know why? Because it has gotten better.
Yeah, it has gotten a lot better.
And they have reached out to everyone and apologized, and they say, oh, I know you had some, but now we're okay, and we've made some changes. And let me tell you, that's just to let you know that AI is just getting better and better and better and better.
And I think there's so many opportunities in AI. So you started out in marketing. You had your business and then decided because of hurricanes, guys, we live in paradise, but that's a price to pay in paradise. So you decided because of the hurricane of 95, let me go into corporate. You built your career, but it also was a learning ground and a breeding ground for you, to develop your entrepreneurial skills, to
Right.
understand markets, to
Right.
understand strategies,
Right.
things of that
Sales.
nature. Sales.
Yes. Yeah.
And also to develop a level of confidence,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Because
yes.
when you're an entrepreneur, especially when you're starting out, there's a little bit of a confidence check that you have to get into.
Honestly, it's a mindset thing.
It is a mindset thing.
Yes,
It
it's
is
a
a
mindset.
mindset thing. And then from there, you spot something and you're like, your gut check was like, okay, no, I got to jump on this train.
Yes.
And then you submerge yourself in that.
But I also think if I did not get into the digital space, I don't think I would have landed on this.
Yeah.
So I think a lot had to do with the digital space.
Yeah.
Because, and a lot of people who have gotten on the train of AI has gotten from the
True.
digital space.
True.
Because I remember Alicia when she was in the digital
Yes.
space. She was one of them. I don't know
Yes.
if you know Aisa.
Yes.
She calls herself
The queen of AI, yes.
She was one of them
Yeah.
that I used to follow
Yes.
because I
Yes.
felt like she was so good in the digital
Yes,
space,
she is.
and she herself pivot from the
Yes.
digital space onto the AI space. So I think a lot of people, not a lot of them, but most of them, pivot to the digital space.
I think when you're in the digital space, AI is a natural extension if you
Right.
spot it early.
If they spotted early, correct?
Right?
Correct.
And so I too have been fascinated with the digital economy and,
Yes.
and also promoting online payments. I know it's still a pain, but guys, it's still being worked on. And things of that nature. And so because I was connected in digital marketing and fintech, then when I saw AI, I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is
Yes.
just,
Yep.
this is going to make life a lot easier.
Right,
So, so now you've gone through that journey, digital space, AI, submerging yourself into the ecosystem of AI as internationally as possible, and then also locally, because the minute you started to see other people, you were like, okay, I need to connect with this person and that person. We talked about it.
Yes, I thought it was important to connect locally because my connection back then, like I explained you, were not on the local level.
Yeah.
I had not seen anyone
Yeah.
talking about AI.
Yeah.
Because remember, I said I got into the
Yes.
space
Early.
in October, the end of October of 2022, when they had just got out.
Yep.
I remember, like I told you just now, I asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said, you were part of the pilot program when we first came out. So just to show
Yeah.
you, before it launched, I
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
I got on because
Yeah.
of this one guy
Yeah.
who was in my school community
Yeah.
who was talking about it.
Yeah.
Because in the school committee on Sundays, we'll have open floor. We can talk, we can help each other, we can encourage each other who is in this digital space. Listen, I spent $700 on that digital
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
trying to understand it, how to do it, how to grow my
Yeah.
digital business.
Yes.
And this guy, he's like, listen, guys, I just came across something there that's very good. It's called ChatGPT, and man, I've been using that to do my content. And I'm like, no, I need that.
Yeah.
Coming from a corporate where I am exhausted in
Yep.
the evening, and now I have to, my stepchild,
Yes.
which I only handles, I'm saying 5 to 9, but no, from 7 to 9.
Yeah.
I'm handling my stepchild from 7 to 9,
Yeah.
which is my digital business. I did not have the energy and time. Sometimes I'm in front of the computer and I catch myself at 2 o'clock and I'm like,
Yep.
oh, okay.
Yep. No.
That's what was happening. So
Yeah.
I needed help. And when this guy said that this app is helping, hey, no, man, I was like, okay, hi, how do I get this app? And he's like, oh, just go download it. And that time it wasn't even available on the phone yet.
Yes, I
It
remember.
was only available on the computer.
Yeah, I think
And
we were like a week apart because
Huh?
you said ended of October.
I was the end of
and I
October.
was the beginning of November.
So
we were like
probably
a
was
week apart.
Yes.
A week apart.
Yes, and I remember it was not even on the phone. There was no app.
No, there was no app. It was web based only.
It was just web-based.
Yeah, I remember.
And he's like, no, go online and just go on this web and you'll see the icon and that's how it was and that's how it started for me. So, the journey started back then And I just wanted to
But I'm
ride
also
on the wave. Huh?
I'm hearing a couple of things. I'm hearing one, that you made an investment in yourself.
Yes, I did.
And I think oftentimes people underestimate the power of investing in you. I think oftentimes they're looking for the free version and all of that, but they're not taking the time to say, okay, what do I need to invest in that will help me get to the next level? And especially as entrepreneurs, and I get it, the smaller entrepreneurs, if you're a startup, you're looking at every cost. I totally get it. But there comes a point where you have to invest in yourself and in your business.
Yeah.
And especially since you're building your business, you have no other choice but to invest in yourself.
You know
right?
why I invested? I did not have the time or the energy to learn from scratch.
There you go.
I wanted to learn from the people who said they were making it.
There you go.
And that's why I went and I was like, you know what? $700, a lot of money, but you know what? If you're going to give me XXX and then I'm in a community with you and I can ask you any questions,
Sign me up.
sign me up.
So fast forward, not too long ago, you became an ambassador
Yes.
for a major AI company, Hey Jen.
Yes.
And you have your avatars doing your marketing on LinkedIn. I see you.
Yes.
So for those that don't know, explain what is Hey Jen, and then also talk a little bit about your ambassadorship.
Okay, so let me go into the story again of how I got into Haiti. Of course, these platforms that we are in, with all these information and all these guys are talking and telling you, listen, if you don't have the time to create video and to create content, there is this company by the name of Hagen. And all you got to do is just sign up, of course, pay the fee, and let me tell you, it was a hefty fee. I think it was like, how much was it? It was hefty.
When it first came out, especially,
It was hefty,
yeah,
yes.
it was
And I, in the beginning phase,
Yeah.
of course, me
Yeah.
always in the beginning phase.
Yeah.
So I got on board in the beginning phase. So it was hefty. I'm not sure how much it
I
was.
think it's about $30 now.
It's $30 now, but when I started out,
it was more.
it was more.
It was
It was
more.
like hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 100. I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna. Anyway, so I signed up, and the reason why I signed up with Hagen is because imagine cloning myself, putting in the prompt, and pressing send, and a video comes out of it.
No, you gotta slow it down, because I could already hear some people go like, "Cloning yourself? What are you talking about?" So you gotta slow it down.
Okay. So what do? You send in a picture of yourself, and it's a confidential document that you have to sign. You have to send in your ID.
Yes.
It's not that easy. You
Yeah.
got to send in your ID to show that that picture and this picture is you.
Yeah.
And you have to sign that you're giving consent that the information that you sent in is accurate, and also that the intention is only to be used for content,
Yeah.
not to clone someone and
Yeah.
try to, do malicious things
Yeah.
with it. No.
Yeah.
They are very, very strict with that.
Yeah.
So that was one of the first thing I did. So now I have a picture of me, and that picture converts into a video of me speaking based on the prompt that I put in.
Yes.
That's what it is.
And if you want to see this live, you can literally go to Glennis's LinkedIn. She has several videos there. She has one of her in New York. She has one of her, she's telling you, breaking down AI also, and teaching you about AI.
Yes.
So it's very cool to see as well.
Yes, yes.
That she has that. But how did that translate into, because obviously you were very passionate about the product, you were using it on a regular basis, but how did that translate to you becoming an ambassador and representing the brand Hey Jen? Because
so
that's what that means, right?
Yes. So what happened is I started out first, I created a second TikTok page. No one knows. A name no one knows about. And let me tell you, I'm with a horse. I'm all over the place. I just put myself all over. My imagination just
Yes.
I'm in an airplane, I'm in a limousine, and I'm talking, and every time I would send in the prompt, and it would tell it, take this picture, put this clothes on me, put me in a yacht. This is the words I'm saying. I would see Haitian people looking at it because in the back end, you can see, 10 people view, 30-something people view.
Yep.
And I'm like, so they are viewing. I thought that I was just privately doing it for myself. But the Haitian in the back, they were viewing it. Because I can see when I go in the back, the back room of the platform.
And just checking to see who's making comments.
You can see who's looking.
Yes.
So I realized that they were looking at it.
Wow. So
how it started was one day someone from Haitian reached out and said, hey, we are looking for 135 Haitian ambassador from all over the world. Is this something that you're interested in?
Wow.
And I was like, hell yes.
Wow. So you had this TikTok, this secret TikTok.
Yes. Some of you guys found me, though. Some of you found me. Because some people, even my family, they're like, Glennis, is this you?
There's several people with hidden TikTok. And there's a growing TikTok community on St. Martin, actually. Yes. So you had this hidden TikTok that you used to experiment with Haitian.
Yes.
And just to kind of see what it does, how it does, how people respond to it. Yes. I'm guessing you're also observing the platform of TikTok to see like what works, what doesn't work.
Correct.
And that led to Haitian employees and representatives from the company reaching out to you, saying, we're only choosing 135 people from around the world. Would you be one of them for Haitian?
Yes.
And and I think Haitian is one of the first ones to come out with the ambassador program.
Yes.
Some others have now joined.
Yes.
But Haitian was one of the first ones. And so, are you the only one from St. Martin that's a Haitian ambassador?
I think I'm the only one from the Caribbean.
Hey, high five! I love that.
Yes.
So what does that mean, and what does the future of Haitian look like for the Caribbean, if you can share?
No, I can't. That's the thing. They make you sign a confidentiality, document there.
You got to be careful of what you say. I get it.
We have to be very careful of what we say. And
I get it.
But they have a lot of good things coming out with.
Okay.
That's as much as I can see.
Okay, so when it's coming out?
And right now, we have what? Haitian 0.4. And in a couple weeks, they're coming up with 0.5.
Okay.
And we're going to be building stories. We're going to be talking. You're going to see my LinkedIn light up again, because the day that they don't want us to even say the day that we're announcing, it's confidential.
Yes.
And all I can say, it's in a couple weeks. And the day that we are launching, you guys...
Okay.
Yeah, in for a good treat.
So when you can share more, you'll come back and share more.
I'll come back and share more.
Okay, good. So we talked about Haitian, and actually you hit a very important point with Haitian from the perspective of their level of strictness in ensuring that the person is who the person is, right?
Yes.
So that has to do with governance, and that has to do with intellectual property.
Yes.
Because your face is your intellectual property.
Correct.
Your voice is your intellectual property. And now with AI, all kinds of things are happening in the intellectual property space where people are copying other people's faces, voices, and then leveraging that to open up channels. And, it could go down a rabbit hole of things. Whenever there's something good, there'll be somebody who will do other things with it. You sat, and you still sit at the supervisory board of the Bureau for Intellectual...
No, I don't sit on it anymore.
Oh, sorry.
It was...
Sat,
yes.
But how does that governance experience shape how you do your business? Like, how do you advise people with AI adoption knowing that intellectual property and the importance of intellectual property?
To be very honest with you, intellectual property is intellectual property. And I think this week, I don't know if you know the story with the lady by the name of Jo Malone. Jo Malone is this lady. She was a anyway, she made perfumes. And one of the things she did is she started the business actually in her kitchen, making perfumes and body butters and candles and those things. And then a couple years after, the business grew so well that she sold it for about, I think, millions to Estee Lauder.
Oh, nice.
But one of the things she did is that she branded with her name, Jo Malone. So, of course, Estee Lauder bought the brand and also bought the name.
Yes.
Because her name was the brand.
Yes.
And this week, someone showed me an article. And in the article, it says that she, Jo Malone, wanted to do a campaign with Zara. And Estee Lauder said, no, you're not allowed to do a campaign with Zara.
Oh, Lord.
Your name, I have the intellectual property for.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to take you to court.
Oh, wow.
So you might seem as if you're getting away right now. But eventually,
That's right.
it's going to get caught up.
That's right.
So you have to be very vigilant
Yes.
using people's intellectual property.
Yes.
With their voice
yeah.
and their images.
And I think it's also a good lesson there. You also have to be very vigilant about how you use your own intellectual property.
Exactly.
So, Ife can be a brand, right?
Exactly.
But if I'm going to go into business with someone else, I may want to reserve that right because it is my actual name.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
exactly.
something to consider. All right.
Yeah.
So we have about 10 minutes left, less than 10 minutes left. And so I wanted to do a rapid fire with you. Okay?
Okay.
And so the rapid fire is I'm going to just ask you quick questions. And the first thought that comes to your mind is what you answer.
Okay.
Okay, good. So best AI tool you discovered in the last 30 days.
Oh, you know, it's Claude. Code.
Claude is my friend.
Claude Code. The code, not the Claude.
Oh,
the code.
Claude Code. Okay.
Yes.
So if you don't know, there's Claude AI, Claude Code, Claude Work. There's a whole suite
Yes.
of Claude products, but you're really into Claude Code.
Why?
Okay, why?
Because I can build agents to actually handle my entire business.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
I can build one for my market research.
Yeah.
I can build one for doing my social media.
Yeah.
I could do one.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything I
Yeah.
want.
And Claude, so obviously you can hear that Glennis is a little bit more of an advanced AI user, right? She's not a beginner in AI. But for those of you that are like, what is she talking about? Claude, you can connect Claude to your Gmail, to your Google Drive, to your HubSpot. You can connect it to so many different things, and Claude can actually do those things for you.
Yep.
Draft emails.
Right.
You can give it permission that it has to check with you first before it goes out.
Yes.
So there's a whole bunch of things that Claude is doing right now. So me and Claude, hi, we're good. Okay, one thing AI still cannot replace about you.
It really, it doesn't know me. It knows me, but it still doesn't know me. So it cannot replace me.
Okay. Biggest myth about AI in business.
That it's for small business and that it's expensive. That's a big myth. That's not true.
It's for every business.
It's for every
And it's
business.
affordable.
And it's affordable.
One word to describe where Caribbean businesses are heading.
Caribbean businesses, I'll be honest with you, because we are in the Caribbean and you can work anywhere, I see a lot of people taking advantage of our sun, sea, and sand
Yes, sir.
and migrating here.
That's right.
And doing business.
That's right.
That's what I see. So that's why, as Caribbean people, we need to
Step it up.
step it up.
We absolutely do. And I have a whole story about that. If you want to know about it, scroll through my Facebook. Someone randomly reached out to me to tell me that they are moving to St. Martin. They don't know anything about St. Martin. And they are in the AI space and they just want to connect with people
Yeah.
who are in the AI space. And so we already know
Yeah.
what that's going to look like and the trajectory that's on. What are you building next that you can tease?
What am I
That you,
building
yeah.
now? I can't because it's something to do with Hagen,
Okay.
but I'll come back and I'll tell you.
Okay. All right. So that was quick. We have 5 minutes left. Yay. That was quick. That was my rapid fire round.
Okay.
I wanted to just ask you some just really quick questions. And so I am very excited for you and for your business and to also work with you and do different things together.
Definitely.
What's one thing that you would like to leave the audience with?
One thing is I would like to leave the audience with. You know, let's touch back on the training. Because, like I said, if I did not take that leap of faith and invest in myself, I would not have been here today.
Yep.
And that is the truth. We should never be afraid to invest in ourselves. Sometimes, even if it's, finance, find a way to get that money, to take that course, because knowledge is something that's going to help you with your business.
Yeah.
And that money that you're thinking about, you're going to get it back in so many ways.
Yeah.
So investing in yourself is very, very important. Even millionaires, top tier
That's right.
men, they all invest in themselves. They're just on a different level.
Yeah. And they invest differently.
And they invest differently.
Yeah, they invest at that level.
At that level. That's what I meant. They're on that level. They do.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely do.
If you listen to some podcasts, like guys like Myron Goldman and that,
Yeah.
he will tell you, oh, I was with Richard Brinston and he paid me millions. Yeah, they all are investing in each other just for that knowledge.
They are.
Because
They
you know why?
absolutely are.
They don't want to reinvent the wheel. The wheel was already invented.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come free. It comes with a price. So I would just say, just invest in yourself. Because if I did not take the leap of faith and invested in myself, I would not have been here where I am today. I would not have been on that, I should say, international level of being an agent. And you know what's the nice thing about being an agent? Now on LinkedIn, I have all these people from all over the world. Hi, you're an agent too. I'm an ambassador.
Yes.
Oh, hey, I'm an ambassador.
Yes.
And that is so nice. You know, you're meeting people from Australia, people from Russia.
Yes.
My goodness. So I would leave, the audience with that. Just try it. Invest in yourself. Do that course. Get that knowledge.
And that's a perfect ending to this Innovate with Ife, right here at Focus Forward Studios on the beautiful island of St. Martin in Paradise, but coming to you wherever you are streaming from on your device. If you like this, if you want to know more, like, share, where can they reach out to you?
Sorry?
On what platforms can they reach out
LinkedIn.
to you?
My LinkedIn.
Yes. So Glennis Vlon on LinkedIn, you'll find her very easily there. You'll see her avatars there working on her behalf and doing a lot of amazing things there. And so we are gearing up. This is Momentum March. Happy International Clients Day again today. And two things I want to make sure that I mention before we close out. Number one, if you want to invest in yourself, as she said, and I really didn't tell her to say that as her last words, that came out of her. But if you want to invest in yourself, we do have an AI bootcamp for solopreneurs. Solopreneurs, we get it, we understand it. You're doing everybody's business. Everything in the business is you. And that's why AI and artificial intelligence is really your best friend. Now you get to hire different people to do the work for you, and they just by a prompt. And so we're going to share with you different tools, prompts, and also help you have a 90-day implementation plan. It is a boot camp. It is 4 hours of real work, guys. So you want to be committed to this. There's only 12 seats. available. And before I got on here live, 2 of those seats were already sold. So it's going really fast because I only announced it today. And secondly, for nonprofits, mission organizations, mission-driven organizations, impact-focused organizations, we have partnered with Empower, and so we are launching a workshop series on AI starting on March 31st. AI and nonprofits, AI and grant writing, AI and your budgeting, AI and marketing. And so this will help you as well. If you are a nonprofit and a leader in your nonprofit, this is the ideal opportunity for you. Head over to Empower. They will assist you there. And for the 29th, aibootcamp.islandpreneur.co. My time is up. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Glennis, for being here with me. Like, share, get the word out. We are building something here, right here from the beautiful, beautiful island of St. Martin in one of the most beautiful parts of the world, the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And so